but all right. Good morning, CSL family. Let's stand up and make a joyful noise. Come on. We have come together as a family. We have come here as we are. We have come with arms wide open. We have gathered here in love. Come on. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Raise the room with shouts of praise. Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Raise the room with shouts of praise. Spirit is in this place. Raise the room with shouts of praise. Spirit is in this place. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, as Skip says, yes and yes. Good morning, CSL family, and good morning to our viewers online, whether you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube or CSL website. We're glad you're here. Glad for you to welcome us here, and I'm so glad to welcome you all here every single Sunday. My name is Antonio Edwards, and I get compliments every single week about the music and about what I do and what Maylene does, but I could not do any of this without these three gentlemen behind me. Let's make some noise for Hal and Beto and Alberto. Make some noise for Reflections. Fabulous, amazing musicians. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So as I tell you all each and every week, those of you here in the sanctuary, during the next 1-minute video, if you all want to stand up and greet your neighbor with a happy Sunday, good morning, namaste, now's the time to do that during the next 1 minute, and we'll be right back. But also please be very aware that people around you might be practicing social distancing, and please be very respectful. Okay, so we'll be right back in 1 minute, and once again, good morning. Good morning.
We're so glad you're spending time with us today. Your support is always appreciated at CSL. Remember, there are several ways to give. As you watch today's service, you can click the donate button right here on Facebook or donate on our homepage, cslftl.org. There's also a regular giving program called TPL where you can set up a monthly contribution. You'll find the details on our website, cslftl.org.
Here's a great way to stay in touch with CSL, Center for Spiritual Living. It's our brand new app available in the App Store under Center for Spiritual Living FL. That's Florida.
Make sure to say hello to everyone today in the comments section and let us know your thoughts. We are a loving and diverse spiritual community dedicated to personal growth, healing, and service, and we're so glad you're here.
There's something happening here. But what it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there. I gotta beware. Whoa, saying what, baby, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going round. There's battle lines that are being drawn, and nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds, getting resistance from behind. Yeah, yeah, singing stop, baby, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going round. What a field day for the heat. 1,000 people in the street, singing songs and carrying signs, yeah. Mostly saying hooray for our side. Oh, oh, stop, baby, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going around. Paranoia, it strikes deep into your life, it will creep. It starts when you're always afraid. Step out of line and take you away. Hey, singing stop, baby, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going round. Stop, children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop, children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going round. Stop, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going round. All right.
I'm Reverend Skip Jennings, your associate minister here, and what an appropriate song for what's going down right now. So let's take a moment here. Let's close our eyes. Let's send out some peace, vibration, and love right now to the Ukraine, to Russia, all over the planet, because it's not only this dis-ease that's happening in that place, it's happening everywhere. This is an outpicturing and a call for love and peace. So right now as CSL, we stand for peace and we stand for love. And so it is. Amen. Here at CSL, we have 7 core values. They are love, healing, oneness, abundance, spiritual growth, service, and diversity. Today, we have a very special presentation of diversity. We're going to bring our kids up to tell you what diversity means for them. Come on through, y'all. Let's give them some love. Let's give them some love, please. And as our kids are making their way up, I'm going to stand here and talk about something that's really amazing about this community. We are a community of diversity and also inclusivity. See, you can't have diversity without the other word of inclusivity. See, diversity says that you're something different. Inclusivity says that we are here, you're welcome, no matter who you are. Diversity and inclusivity goes hand in hand. One of the things about our community is I look around and I see the faces of many, many versions of the one. We are the unique emanation of the one. We're all cut from the same fabric, but we have a different pattern. So I look here and I look here and I look here and I see the beautiful part of something we call the whole. And if there is one piece that's missing, it's not the fullness. It's not the wholeness. And I think our kids are coming through that aisle right now, and I am so grateful. This is called the ad-lib, the holding on. You listen for God to say, what is to say next? Yes. But this is what I do know, is that as Kirby is coming up to the stage right now, that this place that we call CSL, we're fueling the future here. We're making sure that there will be a place for our children's to come here and participate. All right, y'all, let's give our kids some love. Let's give our youth department some love.
Good morning, CSL family. So this morning, we are so excited to be here. Our children have been learning about the 7 core values, which are the tenets that we live by. And so as part of Black History Month, we've chosen one of the 7 core values to talk to you guys about. What's the core value we're going to talk about? Diversity. Great job. So today, I'm just going to ask a couple of people to share what diversity means to them. So who'd like to share what diversity means to them? Raise your hand. Okay. You can put your...
Diversity means to me is like different. Like we have brown hair. You might have white skin, and I have black skin. We could be different sizes. Maybe have 2 dads or 2 moms, or maybe even only one. You could have a little brother or a little sister, maybe even a bigger sibling.
Good job. Who else wants to share what diversity means? Good job, Xavier.
To me, it means love.
That's a wonderful answer. And you are an example of love. Great job. Okay, let's see who's next. Rini!
Diversity means to me that everybody can be accepted in this world, no matter who, what, or color.
Amen. Don't we have such a diverse group of kids up here? I love this. All right, Vivian, it's your turn.
Diversity means to me friends and family, and different colors, and my heart.
That's a wonderful answer. Great job, Vivian. Anybody else?
It means everybody can have different skin colors on the outside, but on the inside you're the same. And my parents are both girls.
And just in case you missed that, she said, and her parents are both girls, which represents diversity. Thank you so much.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. I'm really trying not to cry this morning because whenever the kids come up, I have a tendency to tear up. This is our kids. This is our youth. This is our generation today, not tomorrow's generations today. Let's give them some more love. Today, our core value is diversity.
You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can find a fighter. I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise up, rise like today. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. Rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up, high like the waves. We'll rise up, in spite of the ache. We'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's still getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we will bring the world to its feet and move mountains, bring it to its feet and move mountains. And I'll rise up, rise like today. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. All we need is hope. And for that we have each other. And for that we have each other. Yeah. We will rise, we will rise, we will rise. We will rise. I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up, high like the waves. We'll rise up, in spite of the ache. We'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you.
Ooh, I absolutely love this place. Look at the person next to you and tell them it's time to rise up. Yes, it is time for us to rise up. It is time for us to rise up and to be who we were meant to be. It is time for us to take on the banner of love, of peace, of oneness. See, we think, and I say think purposely because science of mind is a very mind-heady thing if you allow it to be, but it is a heart-centered movement. So today I'm asking you to listen from your heart. You know, I am very clear that we teach what we need to learn and we learn what we teach. And it's no happenstance that today I am talking about self-care. Because in my own life, this is probably the biggest and the deepest, more, I guess, expansive experience that I could have here as your leader, as your minister here is self-care. I can't even tell you how many times Dr. Chris will say to me within a week, what's your self-care like? I can't even tell you how many times that my brother Mike will call me on the phone on my day off and he'll say, Rev Skip, you know it's your day off. And he has seen me do some work on my day off. Why is self-care so important? Because if I don't take care of myself, I can't be here to be the leader to help us to create a community that continues to go on for generations and generations. See, if I don't take care of myself, I cannot be of service to you. Self-care is important. We have a great book that we are reading from this month. It's called Real Change. It's by Sharon Slossenberg. I'm going to give you a couple of readings from this book, but I'm going to give you the first one now. It says this: deep in our hearts, we all long for the feeling of being at home in this body, in this mind, with someone else on this planet somewhere. If we look carefully at our actions, what we say or do, what we refrain from saying or doing, we can sense within them an urge towards wholeness, towards happiness. Wholeness and happiness can only be attained within ourselves. See, we can ask for help and we can seek out a way of finding wholeness. We can have our practitioner session. We can go see Dr. Ferd. We can go to our doctor. But wholeness and happiness can only be attained within ourselves. It is a journey. It's a journey to coming home to ourselves. Home, that's a very interesting word right now. When I see home, I think of my mother, I think of comfort, I think of love, I think of my heart space. Because that saying, home is where the heart is, think about this. Our heart chakra is the divine chakra system that is all about divine love. So home is where the heart is. Home is where the love is. When I think of home, I think of safety. I think of nourishment. I think of healing. I think of a place of joy. And one thing I know for certain, coming here at CSL, this is my home. And this is what I feel here in this community. When we're coming home to ourselves, we're coming home to our divine self. See, we're all spiritual beings and the rest is just drag. That is the truth. We are here to remember our divine self. So whatever we put on that day, you can put on the drag of your fitness professional or your worker, or you're going to work or whatever. But the truth is you are a divine being, period. So we're coming home to ourselves. We're coming home to our God self. We are God as us as God. We're a unique emanation, as the kids were talking about, as youth were talking about, of the divine one. It is a divine realization of our wholeness. And that's what's coming home to ourselves truly, truly mean. It's a place where you can land. And when the oceans of trials and tribulations are shaking you up, you come home to a place where you can land. So if we look at coming home, it is another meaning today, aka self-care. Self-care really means this. It is a practice of taking action to preserve and improve one's own health. One of the things that I'm learning about this is that I do have my doctors and I do have people that I maintain that connection with, how I can be better within myself, but I must take the action. Even when Dr. Chris tells me that, have you booked your massage yet? And I have not. I did not take the answer. I did not take the action. See, it's about me taking ownership, an active role, personal responsibility, self-protection. That means we all get to set up a boundary about how we want to participate in our life. Sometimes a no is a yes. A no, sometimes you can't do that. It's okay to be honest and go, no, I can't do that today. I'm willing, and maybe it might happen down the road, but not today. That is a yes for yourself. The number one reason for self-care is that we are divine. Once we get to see ourselves as who we are, divine emanations, then we begin to take care of ourselves. This home here is the home of the Holy Spirit. So I exercise. I get up every morning. I do my prayer, my meditation, and my movement. Those are the non-negotiable things that I do to take care of myself. In our health and fitness and spiritual practice class, we all had that agreement that every day for the 30 days, we would get up, we would pray, move, and meditate. That keeps me in a place of wholeness and a place of finding happiness. When you think about self-care, I want you to think about these 3 R's. Restore, renew, and revitalize. When you take time to participate in self-care, we restore our energy. When we move from a place where we are feeling no energy or we're feeling the lack of energy, it's not a good place to show up to be of service. We renew our spirit. It elevates our vibration and lifts us higher so we can do the work that we're called to do. And the revitalization of our vitality comes from another part of our chakra system. Close your eyes just for a moment, and I want you to touch right underneath your heart, and I just want you to tap right here underneath your heart. Just feel a little tap here. This is your solar plexus. And as we begin to tap, you begin to feel heat, a vibration, energy. It's a revitalization of our vitality. Stop and just feel that energy. That is a healing practice. I want to read this from our manifesto. Who I am and what I do matters to the next generation and the next and the next. When we choose to show up in a place of self-care, we're showing up in our best self possible. Showing up matters. How I show up matters. I can show up here every Sunday. I can be depleted. And when we're depleted from energy, I feel lost and sad and uninspired. But if I do my self-care and I show up, I'm energized, I am passionate, filled with joy and enthusiasm. We have a decision of how we're going to show up every day of our life. The second reason that we are to take care of ourselves is to show up and create a community for everyone, to create a community of love. Here are the key principles for coming home to yourself and creating a self-healing practice. You know I love an acronym, and here it is. We're using the word HOME today. HOME stands for honesty, open, memorable, engagement. When we look at honesty, I'm going to ask you to be honest with yourself today. Are there times where you are on your last ounce of energy and you just need to say, I can't do that, and you do it anyway? Yeah, we all do it. Is there a time where you, in your own mind, in your own acknowledgement that you need help and you choose not to do it? This is where we get honest. We get honest and we say, I need help. I need help to restore myself. Open. Be open to having a new experience and new practices for self-care. Sometimes we get in that route, the route of doing it over and over again, and we think it's self-care, and we're not getting the benefits of it. I'm going to give you some new practices right here. Write 5 things that you love about yourself. Write them in your journal. And if you're not journaling, it's a big spiritual practice to learn to journal. Watch a movie you love. Brings you joy. Spend a day off of social media, y'all. Yeah, it's a big one. Because social media has a way of drawing your energy and bringing you down to a place that you don't want to be. Spend a day off of social media. Drink lots of water. Question, do we drink more vodka than water? I don't know. I don't know. Water should be your main source of hydration. It renews your cells. That's self-care. How about we get dressed up once in a while? We just had a gala, and boy, were we dressed up. We were dressed up. But it doesn't take a gala to get dressed up. One thing that my mom told me, and I love Dr. Chris, because when I got here, he's dressed to the nines. That brother can dress. But my mama told me that when you go to church, son, you wear Sunday best for God. So I wear my Sunday best. And sometimes when it gets hot, I've already been told that I might be not wearing these jackets. But I'm wearing my Sunday best jeans. You better believe that. Yes. How about write a love letter to yourself? Write a love letter to yourself. See, we're good at giving love to other people. Can we give love to ourselves? How about we write a letter to ourselves? Take a bath. Yeah, we all should be taking baths anyway, but it's something about getting in the water and just letting the water soothe us. Lighting a candle helps. We can light a candle and breathe in the scent and just look at the light, form of meditation. Fresh flowers. I buy myself fresh flowers, and by the way, everything that I'm doing here, these are the things I do. I buy fresh flowers for myself every other week. Looking at the flowers in my home and telling myself that I'm worth it. Fresh flowers. 10-minute stretch. There are times where you're sitting at your desk and you are feeling overwhelmed. If you just get out of your chair and give yourself a 10-minute stretch and say, I'm stretching because I love myself. It's a powerful form of self-love. Play your favorite song and just dance. Just dance. That's what I did this morning. I put on Karen Drucker's song, which I love, and Faith Rivera, and I popped it on in the kitchen as I'm making my oatmeal, and I'm just dancing. You know how fun it feels to dance? Yes. How about healthy eating? Healthy eating is a form of self-love, self-care, healthy eating, long walks. My Monday, tomorrow, I get to walk in Palm Air. You can get lost in Palm Air. Yeah. Take long walks and just let God talk to you. You talk back to God. Affirmations of kindness to yourself. We are the only ones who beat ourselves up the worst in our life. Let's change that. Let's begin to speak words of kindness and affirmations to ourselves. Here's the last one. Today, I want everyone to stand in front of the mirror and say, I love you, to yourself. Here's another, I'm going to take you a little bit deeper here. Stand in front of the mirror naked and say, I love you. Really understanding that that is a deep spiritual practice of self-love. What we do is we look in the mirror, we start to pick apart all the things that's wrong with us instead of really seeing our divine nature. Yeah. So a couple things that is very, very important about self-care. I've already said that is the time that we're here to create this community that continues to move forward. Everything that we do is about the next generation. I want to show you a video, and this was our gala Fuel the Future video. I want to take a moment and have you to watch this video.
I will do good for myself and others. Great job, guys.
I feel that they'll come into the world with more self-esteem, self-worth, being kinder, being more open to people's diversity, and to honor other people's and differences that I've never even could have thought of when I was a kid.
The Center for Spiritual Living is a place for people to discover who they are and who their best self is.
I leave here every single time I come here feeling inspired and amazing and joyous and happy.
The first time I walked in the door, I was really quiet and just stood off to my, into the back and just kind of blended into the wall because I didn't know what to expect. And then I saw the service, I saw the music, the lesson, everything about it was just amazing.
I came from a religion that didn't see my worth and didn't trust my mind to make the best choices and decisions for my life. So I cannot tell you 40 years ago, at 24 years old, how refreshing it was to walk into a Center for Spiritual Living where I know that I am honored, I am valued, and I am loved for who I am.
Myself, from where I came from, I was raised more in a fear-based type of teaching, and this is all about love, and in the end, that's all we ever want is love.
I want my daughter to have that same foundation because we didn't have that as children, so I want her to start off better than us.
We're giving kids the tools that they need to get through any challenge, and to know who they are and make their decisions from, what's within, not what people are telling them and not what maybe society wants them to be. They're their own people, and they really come and give us so much joy.
Everyone brings so much uniqueness to who they are to the community. We must celebrate it. We must embrace it and celebrate it because we are not fully embracing the oneness if we're leaving a bit out here and a bit out here. You have talents, you have gifts, you have the ability to change this planet if you would just go within and cultivate and listen. What are my gifts and what am I here to do? What am I here to give?
I think when people think about transformational shifts in their life, they think of this thing that's hard, that, how am I going to change everything? But like that light in the dark room, when that goes on, it just changes. It's not hard. And that's been my experience. Like, everyone asks me, what did you do? It just happened. I'm blessed to be where I am today because I'm alive, and if I hadn't found this place, I probably wouldn't be.
It just was like a missing piece for me, and thank God that I found it, because spirituality is a super important component of my recovery today.
The community helps a lot because there's so many other things that we don't always realize. We have help for mental health, we help with people with no homes, we help with people that need food and clothes and books for schools, for kids. And the fact that we have children here is looking out for our future.
It's incredibly important in this age of electronics and electronic games and all this individual stuff kids are doing because of the pandemic. The spiritual practice of realizing there's something bigger than ourselves and being in a community is really important.
Community is everything. In the spiritual community, that's why we call it community. It's everything. It's fellowship. It's getting to know someone so well that you call them family. It's what we do as ministers. Our work is to build a beloved community.
CSL brings a new experience because CSL is inclusive. CSL does not segregate. CSL doesn't create division. They say, come as you are. We accept you.
It just felt so welcoming and friendly, and everyone here is just incredibly inclusive and supportive, and it's just a fun place to come. You just feel at home here.
You are God's opportunity to be something it's never been before. So nobody loves like you love, and nobody feels what you feel, and no one can see what you can see. Without you, we don't have the full picture of reality. So you got to tell us what you can see. You got to show us how you love. We need all of you to be who you are now. We need the full dose, the real you, not the scared little version that you're not good enough. We need you to have the courage to be authentic, to stand before the world and say, this is who I am. This is who God made me to be. Love me. And if you love me, come close. And if you can't love me, move back, because I'm going to give my love to those who can accept it.
Today, we raise our voices of the love, joy, and peace that Spirit brings us. We celebrate the diversity and creativity each of us has been given. And we do this together as one community. Hand in hand, here at CSL, we have overcome today.
That's you. This is us. We are family. This is our home. And we want our home to carry on for generations and generations. That's our Fuel the Future video that we played at the gala. And on behalf of myself and Dr. Chris, we are overwhelmed with gratitude how we show up. We show up with the 3 T's that I learned early on in my ministry: tithe, time, and talents. And that's what we do here at CSL. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for creating a home where children will never have to hear that they're an abomination, which I heard when I was a child. That children can come here and be who they are and play. That we have a place where we can look at each other and say, I love you, and truly mean it from the heart. That we can hold consciousness for a world that has an appearance of breaking down and of separation. See, we are shifting the planet. We are rising up together. Today, if you are still wanting to help us, we're going to have Maria out in the lobby, and you'll be able to give to the Fuel the Future campaign so we can continue on. See, this self-care that we're talking about today is not just about this time here. It's about continuing to create this community. Will you help us? Yes? I'm going to ask that again. Will you help us? Yes or yes? Yes. And so it is. Amen. This is the time that we get to dive into the practice that shifted everything for me, the meditation. I was talking to Dr. Furr today, and we were talking about our foundation class, how we want to begin in silence and move into meditation, because meditation is everything. That is a staple part of the practice of finding self-care and self-love. So this is the time that we get to meditate together.
I breathe out, I breathe in, I am still, I go within. When I quiet my mind, in the stillness I find Spirit meets me there. Spirit meets me there.
As we go into meditation today, I invite us to contemplate a few questions. Where in my life am I calling forth a new practice of self-care? Where in my life am I calling forth a new practice of self-care? And from there, how can I be of service to my beloved family, my home? How can I be of service to my beloved community, my home? Spiritual contemplation is always about asking the question, but giving space and room to hear the answer. Listen from your heart space. Listen from your soul, from the divine being that you are. Let's go into meditation together. I am so grateful for this moment of meditation. I am so grateful for this beloved community. As we come together, we meditate together, we pray together, we love together. So grateful for CSL. So grateful to know that the one power, the one presence, the one mind is love, the only power that there is. This love energy is always expanding more of itself. This love energy has created all things. It is all things. This love energy is also the one mind. It is my mind. It is the mind of each and every one in the sound of my voice here, online. There's no spot that love is not. So we call forth this time that we get to contemplate. We get to cultivate this practice of self-care, self-love. And we do it because we know that we are the divine emanation of the One. We are divine beings first. So I give thanks. I give thanks for this meditation. I give thanks for this life. I give thanks for each and every person as I release this word into the law of all things. I call it good. And so it is. Amen.
I breathe out, I breathe in, I am still, I go within. When I quiet my mind, in the stillness I find. Spirit meets me there. Spirit meets me there.
Peace and blessings, everyone.
Once again, good morning, CSL. As you know, we've been celebrating Black History all month, and this is our last Sunday. And I've been choosing songs that reflect a celebration of Black history and also just kind of the struggle and the Black experience in this country. And as I was rehearsing this song this morning, I realized how much the music today not only reflects black history, but reflects what's going on in the world today. So this particular song that I chose for Sunday goes out to not only black history, but what's going on in the world today, especially in Ukraine. Hang on to the world as it spins around. Just don't let the spin get you down. Things are moving fast. Hold on tight and you will last. Keep your self-respect. You're a man of pride. Get yourself in gear. Keep your stride. Never mind your fears. Brighter days will soon be here. Take it from me, someday we'll all be free. Yes, yeah, yes. We'll all be free. Keep on walking tall. Hold your head up high. Lay your dreams right up to the sky. Sing your greatest song. And you keep going on. Take it from me, someday we'll all be free. Yes. Take it from me, someday we'll all be free. Yeah. Take it from me, someday we'll all be free. Take it from me someday. We'll all be free.
Hello. Well, welcome. I'm delighted to be here, and I'm grateful because you all are practicing self-care already by showing up here, by allowing that essence with you to be recognized and find ideas and ways to express that. My name is Ferdinand Cabrera. I'm one of the practitioners here at the Center for Spiritual Living, and I want to welcome all our first-time visitors. If you are here at the center, please stop by at the guest service desk, and there you will be able to receive a gift, a set of Malabis that will help you with your spiritual practice. And also, we will give you a follow-up email and see how in other ways we can help you in your spiritual growth. For those of you that are joining us online via Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Please send us a message. Go to our website, cslftl.org. There you can find more about all the things we do for our community and available for you. And also, we will be able to reach out to you to see, again, how else we can assist you in your spiritual practice. Today is the last Sunday of the month, and this is a special Sunday because we express our gratitude to all our volunteers. A week ago, we hosted our gala service, and all this sanctuary was converted in a cabaret, tables and dinners, but that happened Saturday night. Then when we came on Sunday, the center was restored. So our volunteers worked long hours that night to bring us the success of our gala and also allow us to worship on Sunday. So please, big applause to our volunteers, all the people that is allowed to welcome you here and help us provide the service that we provide. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, I want to express my gratitude to our TPL members. When you give, there's another way that you can give self-care. How many of you have that sense of joy when you give something? It's not always about receive, but I have expressed for me, I have feel that when I give something out of the kindness and love for the person, I receive so much. So our TPL members are a pure expression of that, what they give. Through their monthly contributions, that's why we're able to provide the services, open our doors, pay our ministers, and all the services that we provide, marketing, all that, is through the generosity. So again, in gratitude, let's give applause to all our TPL members.
Yes. Thank you.
For our online community, please visit us in Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and you can see our services in YouTube as well. Also, feel free to download the CSL app. Go to the Apple stores, download the app. There you can play back previous services, request prayer. You know, in these challenging times, a word of advice, a prayer, somebody can be there to help you clarify your feelings and emotions. That's what we as practitioners do. So please feel free to ask for help, ask for clarity, ask for prayer. Also, you can donate. It's important for us, if we want to spread this message of love, oneness, and kindness, that we have the capacity to do so. By giving, like I said before, you also are taking care of doing self-care. Then our ushers are in the front. They're going to pass through the aisles and give what you can and give it with love. Thank you again for joining us. We love you all. Have a wonderful Sunday.
Please join us in singing God is My Source. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. Gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need.
Yes. God gives us everything we need. Absolutely. As Dr. Ferd was saying here just a few seconds ago, this is challenging times. We're seeing a lot of things that are happening in our communities, all over the world, in America, and you can feel challenged. If you're finding it challenging today to find out self-care for yourself, we have licensed spiritual practitioners here that have gone through this experience so they can support and hold you in prayer. Would all our licensed spiritual practitioners please stand up right now? Yeah. And we hold space for you when you can't hold space for yourself. We only see the highest vibration that you are. That is the life of a spiritual practitioner. Get some prayer. Today is a good day to have prayer. And if you're looking for prayer, maybe if you can't wait after this, you can call up our prayer line, or you can hit the app where it says prayer, and there is a prayer there that is waiting for you. We have a youth department. We saw them today. How amazing is our youth? Pretty amazing. They are thriving. They're learning the same things that we're learning, and sometimes their explanation of all this is so amazing to listen. If you're wondering if you can bring your kids here, absolutely. If you're online going, I need to come back to CSL and want to bring my kids, come. We have something that's really coming up that's very, very special, which I'm excited about. We have a youth bake sale that's coming up. The youth bake sale is happening on March 20th, and it's going to be right after the service. And if you know anything about our youth department, you know that the money that they raise is going to help them to put on probably another great show. I wasn't here last year, but I heard the show was amazing. So we're going to be doing another bake sale, and it's in the same day as our CSL family picnic. CSL will provide the protein, but you bring the sides and the desserts. That is also on May 20th, and so you can buy the cakes and cookies from the kids and take them to the picnic and share with everyone else. That's a really good thing to do. Today, our Forever Young group is meeting afterwards. If you want to stay and be a part of our Forever Young group, we're going to be serving a light lunch today as well. So that's happening today right after service. If you're wondering how I can be a member of our CSL community, well, we have a class called CSL 101. It begins next week right after service. Dr. Chris is doing the first week, and then the second follow-up week on March 13th, I'll be teaching as well. If you want to become a member, it's a requirement of CSL 101, and I say, please go through it. It's a beautiful experience. Beautiful experience. I think we have a video about the prosperous life. Let's run that video.
Let me ask you a question. What do you think Oprah, Mark Zuckerberg, and Elon Musk have in common? What might you think they would have in common and share with each other? Hi, I'm Dr. Chris Michaels, and what I've done is a study of the world's wealthiest people and found out that they actually share some things in common with each other. The way they think, the way they act, the choices they make, and the habits they take. This is why I created the Prosperous Mind program, because I think you, too, can think like they do. This is what we offer in this course: 4 two-hour classes on Zoom or in person, 30 days of inspiration and connection via personal or text message from me, and access to a personal coach to connect you with people that are already thinking prosperously so that you can too. Build your wealth, create a consciousness of prosperity, learn how to do this. I can help. I'll share it with you. Join me.
Michael starts this Tuesday. It's at 7 o'clock, goes from 7 to 9, 2-hour class, and it's for 4 weeks. If you're wondering how to increase your prosperity and your abundance and your mindset, this is the class for you. It begins this Tuesday night. Go to our website or in the app, and you can sign up and register today. Also, we have a very special event that's coming up on May 19th. See, I keep saying May. Am I trying to jump months? I'm jumping ahead. On March 19th, we have Gary Renard that's coming here. Gary Renard wrote a great book called The Disappearance of the Universe, and it really changed my life, one of the books that changed my life. And he's going to be here for an all-day workshop. It starts from 10, it goes to 5. We're asking you to bring your lunch. It is $99 per person, and this is a fundraiser for our community. We have other fundraisers that are coming your way as well. We have Ricky Byers that will be here in April. We want to continue to have our community to grow and to flourish. So please, for Gary Renard today, and get your place. I think that's it. All of our announcements today. Thank you so much for staying on, staying a little bit longer. It is time to do our affirmations. This is the affirmation card that's on your seat. It's exactly like mine, so let's do it together. Let's say it together with enthusiasm. I am the answer to all my problems. I take full responsibility for my own spiritual growth. I am the only one who can transform my life. Oh, isn't that the truth? So we just take a moment here of absolute gratitude for this experience today. Absolute gratitude that we get to come together and to sing and to laugh and to play and to be renewed in our spirits. This one power, this one presence is my life. It is the life of each and every one of us. So we give thanks for that. We give thanks for this opportunity that we get to dance our life into our communities. We get to love in a deeper, deeper way. We get to share the joy. It is the mandate of our life. This is why we are here. This is why we gather every Sunday. So we can be renewed, revitalized, and re-energized so that we may take this message of love, inclusivity, and oneness to the greater world. So I give thanks, and I simply allow it to be. And so it is. Amen. Thank you, Facebook, online viewers. We're so grateful that you're with us. You'll be with us next week, I hope, at 10:30, same time. And if we could all stand up and sing our last congregational song today and go out in faith, everyone. Peace and blessings.
This is my wish for the world, that peace would find its way to every boy and girl. This is the time for harmony. Let love be the song that everybody sings. Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Whoa, 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 yeah, yeah. Peace on earth. Whoa, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Peace on earth. Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Happy Sunday.
Thanks for taking part in today's live stream on Facebook. Your participation means so much to us. Remember, there are several ways to give. Click the donate button here on Facebook or donate on our homepage, cslftl.org. There's also a regular giving program called TPL where you can set up a monthly contribution. You'll find the details on our website, cslftl.org. Here's a great way to stay in touch with CSL, Center for Spiritual Living. It's our brand new app available in the App Store under Center for Spiritual Living, FL, that's Florida. Please stay in touch, and thanks again for participating in our live stream. We'll see you soon.